he'll make to fill out vacancies in the state administration, and also further involved him when it comes to judicial appointments. He has a bit more pad now. He doesn't have to worry as much about some moderate Republicans defecting.
And as always, there are complaints about votes and ballots and a wet election day. It may have been some of the reasons why there were problems around here. Machines kept getting stuck. The wait time was long, sometimes really long, and the frustration of those in long lines is palpable. WCBS reporter Kevin Rincon is live with more about that. Kevin.
Well, Wayne, for the first time, the city used a two-page paper ballot. Voters had to separate them, pass each one through a scanner. Well, as you can imagine, that takes time, and it doesn't help when the equipment breaks down. Some scanners didn't work, there weren't enough at some polling stations, and then paper jams. The city's Board of Elections is headed up on Michael Ryan. He says turnout, the rain, those changes all led to those long lines. In some cases, people waited more than 2 to 3 hours to cast their ballot. City Council Speaker Corey Johnson was with us last night. Says Director Ryan has to go.
The experience, what you experienced today, was completely unacceptable, and we need significant changes.
Ryan says they need time to review what worked, what didn't work. The changes have to come from the state legislature, too. You can't enact any of those changes. And despite all the problems, Wayne, more than 1.9 million people in the city came out to vote.
Thank you, Kevin Rincon. You know, the champagne is still on ice in Connecticut. No one's popped the cork yet because they can't. The race is too close to call for governor. For either Ned Lamont, the Democrat, or Bob Stefanowski, the Republican. Let's go live now, hear what's going on there from WCBS reporter Sean Adams.
Yeah, they might need some orange juice to go with that champagne because we still don't know what's going on here. Get out your hair dryer. That's probably the line of the night. It came from Connecticut's Secretary of State in the wee hours because damp ballots, they were a problem. Some of them might have to be counted by hand. 91% of the tally in so far. Democrat Ned Lamont leads Republican Bob Stefanowski by less than 1 point. New Haven still has to report, and that could be good for Lamont. He carried Connecticut's big cities, Bridgeport, Hartford. Doug Schwartz, director of the Quinnipiac poll, says this election follows a trend.
The last 2 elections in Connecticut have been very close. In 2010, the election was decided by less than a percentage point. In 2014, the governor's election was decided by just 3 points.
So close, there might be legal challenges. Republican Stefanowski has already lodged complaints about some last-minute voter registrations in New Haven and at Yukon. The candidates are lying low this morning. Neither has made any statements. Independent Oz Griebel got 4% of the vote. This close race, it illustrates the bitter divide here in Connecticut, where the Quinnipiac poll found many people were voting based upon their feelings about President Trump and about Connecticut's present governor, Malloy. Wayne?
All right, so we're still watching in Connecticut.